Hello guys, it's CTBD, TBD for to be determined, because I never know what I'm going to do and you never know what you're going to get. So I would like to start off this video with an apology for not posting last week. And yes, if you just watched the video on my main channel, I am wearing the same outfit, the same lip gloss, all of it, because this is filmed literally right after. When I was little, I had 2 copies of this book called Scary States of America, which was basically like very spooky stories in all 50 states, and I guess they were supposed to be like real or whatever. I haven't read this book in so long because I used to read it so much that I pretty much memorized it, but now I've pretty much forgotten most of the stories. So I'm gonna pick 3 stories, read like a little excerpt, and then let's see if I get scared. Let me go grab the book. Okay, so this is what the book looks like, and it has no back. I don't know what happened to the back. The Scary States of America, 50 weird and terrifying stories based on true events. So let's see. I'm going to pick the stories based on the name. I guess I'm picking a state because all the chapters are states. I'm gonna do Florida because that's where I was born. I'm gonna do New York because that's where I live. I'm gonna do Pennsylvania because that's where I want to move to. Literally 3 pages. Okay, so Florida, the chapter name is Skunk Ape Encounter. I'm gonna try to make like visuals. Okay, I guess I'm reading to you guys. Settle down, children. Y'all gonna see a lot of cuts because a bitch can't read, so I'm gonna just cut it from all of my mistakes because I be stuttering when I read out loud. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this into 3 parts, and each part is like a story because I feel like this is gonna take way too long. So this is gonna be part 1, part 2 will be New York, and then part 3 will be Pennsylvania. Okay, first off, why couldn't my parents take me on a normal vacation, like on a tour of the best surfing spots in Hawaii or something? No, we had to stay in Florida. I mean, I know there's a lot of things wrong with Florida, but like, dang, like she really came for Florida. And not only that, we weren't even going to be near the ocean. Alright, see, you can't go to Florida without going to a beach. I know I live near the ocean, but still, a camping trip to Ocala National Forest? Boring. I don't know how to say that. It's O-C-A-L-A. Ocala. I hope I said it right. Where are you headed, Mr. Jeffries? Our nosy next door neighbor asked as I started carrying out to the van. Camping to Ocala. That sounds better. Camping to Ocala National Forest. Watch out for the skunk ape, Mr. Jeffries said, picking his tooth with a toothpick spitting out the side of his mouth. Lovely. So classy. The what? I asked. Exactly. What the heck is a skunk ape? Okay, never heard of the skunk ape? No. He said, shifting his toothpick from one side to the other. It's an old Florida legend. Big hairy monster with a blue face. Smells like it hasn't washed in years. Stink will knock you right over. Well, if I see one, I'll sure to send you my regards. Okay. She's kind of like snippy. I kind of don't like her. Like, I don't know why, but I just don't. I said while I went back to loading the van, what a loon. My parents and I got into the van and we took off for the forest. Whoopee. Like, this whole, like, she's mad sarcastic. Like, dang, they taking you on vacation. Be grateful. Jeez, I know it's not what you wanted, but maybe they've been planning this trip for years and they decided to take you along. Some people just, ugh. Okay. Anyways, we got to the campsite in the late afternoon and set up our tent. At least I had my own tent separate from my parents. Also, parents, I would have, perhaps would have stayed home. The fuck? Like, she's supposed to be the protagonist, but no. Okay. We cooked some dinner like beans or something. Gross. Like, what? Oh, okay. I'm done. Over an open campfire, like, the sun went down. The s'mores were good, though. That's the first thing that she said that was relatively positive. After my 4th s'more, I said goodnight and slipped into my tent, but how was I going to fall asleep? I mean, I was practically outside, exposed to the element. How totally uncivilized can you get? Soon I heard my parents climbing into their tent, and a short while later, the campsite was silent. Except for the crickets. They were so loud. It's italicized. It's nature. You want them to be quiet for you? Oh my god. This is supposed to be scary, but I'm just getting mad. Like, how is anyone supposed to fall asleep with that racket? She never heard crickets before. Then wouldn't you know, I had to pee. As quietly as I could, I crawled out from my tent, gripping my flashlight tightly. Switching on the light, I followed it to beam along the campsite. I wanted to get far enough away to not disturb my folks. I hate when anyone can hear me pee. Same. The trail grew narrower and the woods grew darker. I figured I'd gone far enough. I finished my business and turned around to return to the campsite. My flashlight beam slid across the tree trunk, then lit up what appeared to be a hairy foot poking out from behind the thick trunk of the tree. So I guess this is where people start getting scary, like that. Startled, I shrieked and dropped my flashlight, which went dark when it hit the ground. Oh God, what was that? Then the smell hit me. Actually, it assaulted my senses like a sledgehammer. I like that. I like how she uses that. Imagine a mix of rotten cabbage, decaying flesh, and dead skunk. Only worse. The stench was unreal. Why can't I smell that? It made my eyes water, and I swear I thought I was going to puke s'mores all over the forest floor. Then I got dizzy from what felt like a lack of oxygen dropping to my knees, and I was barely able to breathe. This isn't scary so far. Mostly I'm just kind of grossed out and mad at the protagonist. I heard a shuffle sound, and I could just make out something walking towards me. Something very tall. The thing emitted a low growl as it got closer. I was completely overcome with terror, but paralyzed by the horrible smell. The thing was huge, and it could have reached out with one long arm to grab me if I tried to run away. I was trapped, moments away from certain horrible death. So dramatic. The skunk ape has not shown her any signs of aggression, except for the growling, but most creatures growl. So I don't understand why she just assumes she's gonna die. She didn't die because she sent the email, so spoilers. Sweat crept down my face as a creature shuffled closer. Help! I tried to scream, like anyone could even be able to hear me. My parents were too far away, and I was surrounded by thick woods. The cry came out as a choke whimper. I have nothing to say about that. I covered my head with one arm, trying to protect myself, but knowing I was seconds away from blacking out. Then I'd be completely at this thing's mercy. This is it. I'm really going to die. Then my hand brushed against something hard and metallic on the ground. The flashlight. I fumbled in the darkness for the switch. Come on, come on. Glancing up, I saw an outline of an enormous hairy creature staring down at me. Its growl grew louder. Got it. Click. The flashlight beam revealed a sight more hideous than I could ever imagine. Damn! He really just came for the skunk ape. It really was not even doing nothing. She really coming for next now. The ape beast was more than 7 feet tall, and its body was covered with thick, shaggy fur. Its face was remarkably human, except for the blue tint of its skin, and its enormous hands ended in a sharp claw. I guess I can see how this can be scary, but I feel like it's more of a situation where you have to be in it for it to be scary. Flaming nostrils expelled jets of steam with every foul breath. Ropes of saliva dangled from its jagged yellow teeth. Another wave of nauseating odor slammed into my nose, and my eyes stung. Man, I'm sorry, I could really just smell that like shit. Through blurry eyes, I saw the shaggy thing moving closer. Don't just sit here and die. Get up, do something. Thank you. She's on her horror movie logic type right now. I stood up quickly, and the flashlight beam struck the creature's face, illuminating its wrinkled blue skin. As my beam caught the beastly, sickly yellow eyes, the monster let out a shriek. The light, I thought. It doesn't like the light. The one thing you have on hand is the one weakness of the monster. Really? I raced back to the campsite, followed by the cloud of horrible stench. I didn't sleep that night. I mean, duh. You didn't have to add that little part. See, I was just starting to root for you because it was on some final girl shit right there, but then you just had to add the duh, and then whatever. That just made me just not want to root for you no more. Jeez. I stayed up listening for the monster's approach until dawn. I got up my tent and waited for my folks to get up, vowing at that moment never to go camping again. I don't know if they would believe my story, but at least my stench would have convinced them I wasn't very good company on a camping trip. So you stank too, and you coming for the monster. That was just not scary. It wasn't scary. Maybe the New York one and the Pennsylvania one would be scarier. If you guys know any books with genuinely scary stories in them, because I know this book has some, but I just don't remember which ones they are. But you know, comment down below. Comment down below what's your favorite book or your favorite scary movie. Don't forget to give this video a like and comment. And I'll see you guys in part 2 of reading The Scary States of America.